Our 2011 Sargent Shriver Annual Achievement Award, which is obviously even more special this year given the passing of Sargent Shriver and just the legacy he's got, was nominated by the Southeast Kansas Community Action Program in Girard. Henry Williams. Henry Williams embodies the promise and spirit of community action. He came to SEK-CAP after reaching a low point in his life. He worked with a family support specialist discussing options for employment, education, and lifestyle. Soon after, Henry obtained employment as a janitor at a nursing home where he became actively involved. He demonstrated a real willingness to help others, particularly the youth in his community. Soon after, he no longer needed the services of SEK-CAP, and in 2003 received the SEK-CAP Personal Responsibility and Achievement Award. Henry's desire to give back and help youth led him to work with young amateur boxers, something he'd done previously in San Diego and Las Vegas. Henry mowed lawns to get the funds necessary to purchase basic boxing equipment, which is not cheap. Through persistence and dedication to his goal, he gained the support of local schools, law enforcement, churches, businesses, and social service agencies. Henry established the Uppercut Boxing Club, the only independent and youth development organization in the area. The club obtained a grant from the Kansas Health Foundation, and many community groups supported it. He's won proposals. He got a new gym built in a previously depressed area, and that can be a lifesaver, as you know. The boxing club, spearheaded and run by Henry Williams in the heart of Independence, Kansas, is open and free to all children. It's free. They've hosted a youth singing group, regional amateur boxing, summer education, employment, and employed youth to offer education and community support. Henry's efforts and success offer tangible results of the promise of community action. Through his interactions with SEK-CAP, he has regained hope, bettered his life, and made his community in America a better place to live. Please welcome Henry Williams, the 2011 Sargent Shriver Achievement Award winner.
If you've ever wondered about the effects of your work,
the kindness you've shown to others,
how helping people may resonate over time,
then watch and listen to our story.
The community action story of Henry Williams.
Henry came to the Southeast Kansas Community Action Program 11 years ago for a little help, and so began our journey together.
I met SEK-CAP. I met one of their counselors here, and she used to come out to my house all the time because I didn't know anybody around here, and I was just kind of distorted with life and stuff like that. You know, I was on the verge of just saying, and SEK-CAP kind of pulled me up. And
working together, we discussed employment and education and developed a plan to improve his situation. Henry had a wealth of extraordinary life experiences to draw upon. A wonderful childhood, military service, family, and grandchildren. And boxing. What an amazing lifetime of memories and friendships Henry cultivated. All he really needed was a bit of support and encouragement. In short order, Henry no longer needed SEK-CAP's direct services, and in 2003, he received our Personal Responsibility and Achievement Award during National Community Action Month. And happily, Henry's wonderful story does not end there.
When I won that first award, it kind of made me realize that I'm not all that bad. Once I got that responsibility award, it kind of changed me, and kind of for a person like me to get something like that after the way I felt about myself before I came here, you know, was very rewarding for me. 150 of us take a pledge that within the next 10 years that we should commit ourselves to changing lives, and I took that real serious.
Henry also volunteers at the middle school and gets the kids through the class. They will listen to Henry when they may not listen to anybody else.
Henry worked out of his home, helping young people train for amateur boxing 4 nights a week, mowing lawns to obtain the funds necessary to purchase basic boxing equipment. Through persistent contact, he gained the support of churches, schools, and local law enforcement. And the Uppercut Boxing Club was formed.
And I just noticed an article in the paper about Henry having a boxing program at his home, and just kids mostly just boxing outside in the yard.
Well, as far as the youth are concerned, I believe that it builds self-esteem in the young people who come here. They realize that they can do more things than they ever thought they could.
Henry had approached me and requested some assistance doing some construction work for his facility, and I provided the inmates with the labor. The inmates under my charge actually got a good benefit out of that too, knowing they're doing something good for their community. Anybody supporting kids today, I support them. Boxing is a good sport. It's teaching these kids discipline.
So just the whole idea of having a wonderful and wholesome program with a good leader like Henry to be able to influence youth in our community, and that was a part of my inspiration. I want to be a part of this.
The club has developed a positive reputation through the local school district, community colleges, churches, banks, businesses, and social service agencies. And many community partners participated in fundraising efforts. Individual and community supporters serve as volunteers in the program and on the club's board.
That our community is pulling together for a common purpose for a needs group of youth within our community. And boxing is a whole different avenue. And we're just grateful we have this unique leadership available to us and this opportunity to serve a unique group and the kids of the community. So.
In 2009, SEK-CAP provided some stimulus to Henry and the Uppercut Boxing Club, continuing our partnership with some financial support to this now thriving nonprofit, helping with the expansion and continuation of services in their new location, a gym in the heart of Independence, Kansas. The club purchased computer equipment and furniture so that the youth would have appropriate space and supplies to complete their homework. They also purchased additional boxing equipment, increasing their capacity to reach more youth, up to 4 times as many as before.
Henry is so interested in really seeing these kids excel in their lives, not just now and not just in the boxing, but where they're going to go in the future.
Well, it's not about boxing. It's about reaching kids, and it's about helping them to develop some skills that are going to help them be successful. In the last year, our African American kids have raised their state assessment scores by 9 percentage points in both reading and math. And I don't think it's an accident that it's the time we've been real active with Uppercut Boxing.
Today, the Uppercut Boxing Club operates out of a bona fide gym in downtown Independence and is open to all children and youth from 10 to 17 years old at no cost.
It's about the skills that go with boxing, the discipline, the self-confidence, that sort of thing. One of the things that has been really good about Henry's program is he gets the parents involved.
Henry's efforts and successes illustrate the tangible results of the promise of community action. Through his interactions with SEK-CAP, he regained hope and bettered his life. And now Henry is improving his own community, honoring his pledge to help people, to change lives, and making Independence and America a better place to live.
The time I really got into this to now, I really feel good about myself. I really feel that I've done something for the community, and especially for this community, because I can see what was going on when I got here, and I can actually see the difference that I make.
The fight to eliminate poverty will never end in a knockout. Rather, by a plan for success, skillfully crafted round by round, and perhaps in using the lessons learned through the sweet science practiced by Henry Williams and his kids, a community action plan for success through the Community Services Block Grant. Fighting poverty, one round, one uppercut at a time.
very much. The first thing I can say is God has definitely blessed me, my club, and Independence, Kansas. I always like to do a couple shout outs. I know they told me this didn't mean nothing to y'all, but I always like to do a shout out to my daughter since she couldn't come, and my 3 grandkids, and the Winfield Boxers, Floyd Mayweather and Bozo Edwards, and the Mayweather boxing team. Okay, I got that out. I really want to thank Southeast Kansas Community Action Program, because they're the ones that really changed my life, and especially Steve. I just hope that Sargent Shriver will be proud of me, because I am a product of his vision, and may God bless the Community Action Partnership. Thank you.
Don't hit me.